Hi, this is Suna Senman, your friend again, talking about psychology and spirituality, focusing on now anxiety and the roots of anxiety. And in the midst of anxiety, it's the emotions are so high and grasping that it can often feel very difficult to see clearly. Yet, there are practices that you could use, methods that you could use to help you regain balance. It's very good to listen to the explanation of the roots of anxiety while you're in a calm state so that you can begin practicing even before any kind of anxiety comes about. So, anxiety is experienced as a physiological, emotional state where your blood pressure goes up, your heart may be faster. Basically, behind it all is the feeling and emotion of fear. And then if you can access your more objective and higher mind, you can start to dissect what it is that seems to be fearful. And accessing your higher mind is the place to go. Access your higher mind. You may need to take a deep breath in just to somewhat recalibrate the physiology in your body. And then in your higher mind, focus on just something neutral. Focus on something neutral to help you bring yourself back into neutrality. So focusing on something neutral could be, let me look at everything that is white and just see what's white around me in the room, what's white. And then almost like the I Spy game. Oh, now I spy what's blue, what's blue. So you're giving yourself a timeout, a little bit like you say count to 10 when you're angry before you do anything, before you say anything. This is an anxiety also. You're in another, it's like overdrive of emotions that is like taking the vessel away. And you want to get control of your vessel again, your vessel being your body, your being, and your behavior. So, so the first thing in anxiety experience, like counting to 10 when you're angry, is take a deep breath in and exhale to recalibrate the physiology, and then the mind, occupy it with finding like the I Spy different color game for just a while till you start to notice your mind calming a little bit. And then try to step back from your situation. See yourself as the movie and then pull yourself back into being the observer of the movie. You know, when you watch a movie, you get emotionally involved. And if it gets too scary or too intense, you decide to get up and go get some popcorn, for example. It's just breaking out of that intensity. So that's what we're doing, is breaking out of that intensity. And then you can come back and remember, oh, this is just a movie. Do the same thing with whatever's happening in your life. Be the observer and look at it as a movie. And look at it and see, okay, what could possibly happen here? Think of the worst case scenario. Think of the best case scenario. Think of scenarios in between. And then, if you can get yourself, if you're brave enough, or if you are you will become advanced enough to do this. You breathe in, you breathe out, you let go and realize that it's all okay. Acceptance. Acceptance means letting go of the need to control. Now we're going to start getting into the spirituality piece, to your belief system. And this is where you can observe what you're believing as well, without needing to change it, but knowing that you have the option to see things from different perspectives if you would like. You can just observe and see if you think that the world is vengeful and evil, or if you think that there is love and harmony energy that is the foundation of the world. Now, going into nature and observing nature will give you a insight to the ecosystem of this world. So I highly recommend that you go into nature and you just observe the plants, the trees, the flowers, the animals, the little ducks, the birds, the insects even. And just observe and observe and absorb the stimulation and the insights that you get from nature. If you can't get out in nature, then I suggest you look at a nature YouTube. Google birds and bird watching. That's an easy one. And then just try to be very curious like a child, wonder like a child. Like you're seeing this for the first time. If you can bring yourself into that state of mind, like, I was just born now. This is totally new. Be an infant, seeing the world for the first time. Just observe it. Just observe it without any precognition, predetermination, prejudgment. Just be in that for a moment. And what you are doing is actually an excellent meditation. It allows yourself to reboot. Then take from nature that lesson, that insight, and try to apply it into your life. So you may even enter your life as both the observer of the movie and the movie. So if you can do that, if you can keep that consciousness of both the observer of the movie and the movie, you can keep more control over your vessel. You can keep more control over your emotions, your reactions, even your thoughts, and then decide what is the experience you want to experience. Do you enjoy experiencing fear, or would you enjoy experiencing joy, for example, or laughter? One of the quickest, it's a cheat sheet to getting rid of anxiety, is to step back and laugh at yourself, like we do in the movies with these crazy actors like Mr. Bean or the Three Stooges that are doing the most ridiculous things and getting hurt, and we laugh at them. And you have your own comedian 100% of the time, and that is you doing things that you could laugh at. If you would take yourself into the seat of the theater, watching the movie of yourself for a while, and then you could just laugh at. And that's that's cute. I mean, these actors made a lot of money doing stupid things that you as an actor experience as anxiety, but as an observer experience laughter and humor and joy and all the fun that comes with that. So that's a shortcut to relieving yourself with anxiety, to step back and laugh at yourself. The longer process, which is taking a deep breath in to regulate your body system, then playing I Spy with different colors in the room just to get your mind refocused on a neutral, something neutral, and then going in and looking at what could possibly happen as the best, the worst, the best, and the in-between possibilities. And then looking deeper at how do I see life in general? Do I see life as something that is meant to be joy and love and beauty and ease and peace? Or do I see life as constant attack? And if you do see life as constant attack, then look at how you are attacking. Attack is not always physical. It can be mental. It can be judgment. It can be envy. It can be jealousy. It can be revenge thinking, trying to make people pay for their mistakes. Anything like that is attack. And so what you put out comes back. And if you're doing any of this stuff, it's kind of what you've been trained to do in this life. If we think of the movies we see and the TV shows and even some of the things we've learned from family, church, and school. But you have the ability to step back and observe. And I encourage you to take charge of your vessel. So I have many videos on the patreon.com/Suna Senman that are all little steps that can help with this. And I encourage you to go forward in joy and peace in this day. And as anxiety comes, you've got some tools. You can deal with it. Blessings, blessings.